Hey, welcome to the book Weasel Words and Subtlety, the Art, A-R-T, of Persuasion. I'm Colby Jubenville in studio today with my good friend and the Dean of the College of Behavioral Health Sciences right here at Middle Tennessee State University, Dr. Terry Whiteside. Terry, glad you're here today.
Looking forward to it. I love talking about persuasion and how we influence other people.
Well, I know that you spent 35 years developing this course, and so one of the things, as I've known you over the last 15 years, one of the things that I thought was so important is that you really tell this story of persuasion and why it's important to other people in such a different way, in such a powerful way, an emotional way, and really get down to the essence of what people need to be successful in terms of how they persuade themselves, how they persuade others, and the change that they want to create. And so what I want to do first is talk a little bit about this book, talk about why you decided to write it, give us a little bit of background about the course itself and the pieces that you see that are so important in the workplace today.
Yeah, well, I love talking about this stuff, and over the years I've learned an awful lot of stuff about it. And one of the things I've realized is that most people don't know much about persuasion, and yet we're faced with it every day. There are numerous attempts to persuade you every day. There's signs along the interstate. There's pop-ups on your smartphones. We try to influence other people every day. Where do you want to go to eat? Which movie to see? Try to maybe influence somebody to be your significant other. And yet in the workplace, it's persuasion all the time. It's a people skill that's really important. And so most people don't know about it. And by the time you finish this book, you will know more about it than pretty much everybody, as we'll see. And it's just a taste. It's just a taste. And I encourage you to explore the area more thoroughly and fuller later.
All right, so this is, we've got it broken down into the big ideas and simple explanation, and this piece is the digital content. And so what we hope to have happen is a conversation between myself and Dr. Whiteside about these different pieces. And before we jump into the actual big ideas themselves, I do want you to give a little bit about your background as well.
Well, my PhD is in social psychology, and one of the areas of social psychology is interpersonal influence. And I started teaching this course in persuasion. I taught it for 35 years. I taught 8 sections a year. There are thousands of alumni of the persuasion course. It was an extremely popular course. It always closed out. It was totally full within a few hours of registration over all those years. And I still run into people in town that tell me it was the best course they ever had, and it's almost gotten to be a joke. But from the minister that performed my daughter's wedding ceremony to the guy that was trying to sell my wife a car to a realtor, I mean, all these people have had this, and they'll talk about how it was the best course they had in college, and I'm proud to think that is probably the case.
And so we're excited to be able to have this information packaged up and to be part of the Center for Student Coaching and Success. And so let's start real quick. Let's set the stage with the title. I mean, the title itself, Weasel Words and Subtlety, the Art, A-R-T, of Persuasion. Why is that the title?
Well, because, most persuasion attempts are very obvious. And how do you feel when somebody's trying to influence you? And so lots of persuasion, perhaps even the most effective ones, are more subtle in their approach. And we'll learn what weasel words are a little bit later. But the A-R-T of persuasion stands for automatic response tendencies. There are all kinds of ways that we respond to persuasion attempts and that other people respond to ours without them being aware that it's happening. And this part of the persuasion course I'm going to share with you in this book relates to these subtleties and the ways in which we sort of sneak around and try to get our way.
And the title is not meant to suggest that there's anything negative about weasel words. It's just really a way to frame up these powerful words that really used in a subtle way can in fact influence others to do the things that maybe you're tasked as a manager or a leader to do.
Oh, absolutely. And it will definitely help you as you manage people. It may help you in a job interview. There's nothing unethical about it. These are things that are used on us all the time, and it deals really way back, as far back as the 1950s when the psychologists started studying how to manipulate people. And
So part of what we're doing right here on the College of Middle Tennessee State University is helping others learn how to manipulate. So get ready, buckle up, and we're glad you're with us, and we're going to jump right into big idea number one.
That's good.